Peace, power, and prosperity, family. This is Amir, the Chicago crypto hustler, Bitcoin block bully, coming to you once again with the early rising show of coffee and crypto. Coming a little early today. Started off about 20 minutes early. Got a lot to do within the next couple of hours, so I wanted to hurry up and get the news out to everybody. Momentarily, let me go ahead and share this out. Let me share this out real quick. That way I can have a couple of other individuals from my Instagram family come over and tune in. And for the viewers out there, if y'all can also share this out. It's a little early, so let me see. Let me get this out to a couple of groups very, very, very quickly. Get this out to a couple of groups. No, hold on. That's wrong. Share the group. There we go. What's going on? Peace, power, and prosperity, family. How we doing out there? Got a couple of stories to go through today. I'm going to try to make them quick. I'm not going to be able to run through every single one. I do want to show how mass adoption is coming in. But when we look at, not live coin watch, but crypto coin 360, we can see it's another red day. We do have a couple of gains in the market, though. We do have a nice couple of gains in the market. So we're going to go over those. BitTorrent running, NPXS is running. In fact, let's see if BitTorrent is still running as it was. Let's see. Let's hop over to trading view. Let's go to our charts real quick. NPXS down to 640. Let's see. I'm gonna get this off of here. Go back to these candlesticks. All right, so PundyX still running very nice. Let's look at BitTorrent. That's a daily, hour. Okay, so having a bit of a pullback right now on the hour chart with BTT versus Tether. Let's see what it's looking like versus Bitcoin. And that's what I tell people, for those that are traders and you look at, charts that look pretty much, let me see. Look at it versus Bitcoin. I don't know. We're looking a lot better versus Bitcoin now. And you know why? That's because of how it's been running. So right now, taking a bit of profit back. Let's see if we can get any type of solid. It's been pretty much a straight uphill shoot when it comes to BitTorrent. This thing really just took clean off. Yeah, so let's see, 4 hours. We can do a 4 hour. Let me pull this up real quick momentarily. Swing low to swing high. We got to pull back to about 31. That's where your 23 is at. And 27 is where your 38. Normal levels are retracement between 38 and 61. So you could see this thing drop down. See, look, we tapping that 31 right now. You could see this thing drop down anywhere from 27 to 22 in all honesty. Right now, we're hitting that first Fibonacci retracement level at 31 and bouncing off of it. You can see the bulls right now are defending that area pretty strongly. Let me get my podcast started up. And the peace, power, and prosperity, family. This is the Amir, the Chicago crypto hustler, Bitcoin block bully, coming to you once again with an early rising show of coffee and crypto. New Money Matrix podcast, live Facebook viewing. Right now, we're looking at BitTorrent actually coming down, hitting the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level, and the bulls defending it. The bulls with some very nice defense. Stocks are dropping right now also. Getting alerts, ABC is down, Tron is down. A lot of the marijuana stocks are down right now. So what y'all looking at right now, that up and down movement, is the defense from the bulls defending this area right here against the bears. The bears are trying to pull us down below that 23% retracement level, and the bulls are trying to defend it and push us back to the upside. So that's what you're looking at right now with that up and down motion of the candlestick. But let's get a little deeper. Let's look at it on the minute chart. That way you can really, really, really see the battle that's going on back and forth. So let me get rid of these fibs. That way you can see this clearer. And blow this up a tad bit. There we go. So what you're seeing right now is that tug of war that I usually tell you all about when I'm explaining the psychology of a candlestick. Hold on, let me get this shared out real quick. Grand rising to everybody that's tuning in right now. Grand rising to everybody that's tuning in right now. I do got a lot of news I want to cover. I'm gonna try to speed through it because I do have to be gone here in about an hour. About 9:45 a.m. I got to get up out of here. So we can see within that last minute, the Bulls were able to defend the 31 Satoshi price level right now. You can see they're steady trying to push it up back against the Bears. Now, what we're looking for is confirmation of some strong support around this level. If we break this, then your breakdown could be down here to around 27. Though you could stop off anywhere in between. Normal levels of retracement are between 38 and 61% on the Fibonacci retracement level. So first thing we're going to do is get over here into the news. We got a lot of news to cover. Firstly, U.S. stock market has no room left to grow. Raymond James says investors should watch out for those that are out there trading stocks. Trade.io launches new funding method by credit card to crypto trader. So this right here is going to be key right here. For those that really truly know what credit is and how you're able to tap into that account and use that, for them allowing you to hedge that now or leverage it against a digital asset. Once again, it's key. Binance started that not too long ago, and others are now following suit as far as cryptocurrency exchanges go anyways. Crackin just acquired future startup in a deal worth $100 million. That means you'll be able to trade or bet on the future price of said digital assets. We're going to cover that one. Coming out of the United States, crypto platform Hubby.com launches fiat to crypto trading. It's in the United States. I see the amount of legislation that's being passed, right? I know y'all see the amount of laws that's being passed that's telling people like, look, this is money. This is actually money. You know what I mean? So people got to be really got to pay attention to what's going on. I'm going to try to cover this one. And once again, the gold-backed cryptocurrency launched by Iranian banks. This one I definitely want to cover because when you see other countries, whole countries going this route, you know what I mean? It's definitely something that you want to pay attention to. It's definitely nothing that you want to, turn your nose up to. So let me see. Like I said, once again, we got a red day in the market. We do have a red day in the market. Let me come over and see who I got viewing right now. Like I said, I know I'm going a little early as of right now, a little earlier than I usually do. Grand rising to everybody tuning in. Peace, power, and prosperity. How we doing out there, family? Let me get this shared out to my IG real quick. If you all can, please share this out too. Please share this out for the people that do need to see it. Let me see. Let me get this out on my IG real quick. Okay. Get that over there. How we doing out there, family? I know people seeing that Pundy X, and I know it's a lot of individuals that are invested in Pundy X right now. When y'all really see the advancement that this not just the coin but the company is doing as a whole, brother Riley, what's going on? How we doing out there, my brother? How we doing today? Let me see. Another thing I'm starting to see, a lot of IG family don't have Facebook pages. There we go. Get that shared out. I ain't really get a share on Facebook. All right. So let me see. Should I run through the top 20 or go through the news first? Let's just run through the top 20 first, and then we'll end this thing with the news. So, like I said, I don't have a lot of time today. I'm probably not going to be able to chart as I usually do. I was going to try to really turn this into a 30-minute show. So I'm going to see how I do. Let me see. So see, we got good defense from the Bulls. We do have good defense from the Bulls, pushing us back up from that 23%. We were trading at 31 Satoshis. We're moving back up to 33 Satoshis. Let's see what type of volume. Where's my volume at? Let me get some volume bars in here. I want to see what type of volume I got coming in. Very good volume coming in. This is a daily. Let's go back to a 4-hour, 2-hour. There we go. Now you can see that pullback. Look at that strong respect to that Fibonacci retracement level. Look at it. Very strong respect and very nice execution of a defense coming from the Bulls to the upside. Very nice execution of defense. Let's see. I just looked on Tether. Because the thing we got to comprehend is that a lot of these currencies look a little bit different when you're trading in them on. Now, this is where I got in on a bit, just so y'all can see sort of where I first started trading in it at. And this is where it's at now. I had to wait. I'm going to tell y'all something. I had to wait for that confirmation of that break right there. That's what I was waiting on for me to enter. So I entered around, what did I get in? My first entry. I think I posted, I think it was like 58 or something. I believe my first entry was around between the 61 and the 78% retracement level. And then I've just been riding this thing the whole way up since then. So, and like I say, it's not that I bought in on a pump. I bought in once I seen the previous resistance was broken. You understand what I mean? It's not just willy-nilly, I don't know what's going on, let me just try something with me. No, I don't do that. I'm looking for breaks. I'm looking for not just breaks, but breaks that I know are really going to make a difference. With this being pretty much the high right here, the whole move, and it dumping down, and then me seeing this big ass bullish candlestick coming in, and then a small reaction from the bears, and then the bulls coming in full force. And then, like I said, once I seen us starting to plot and move sideways and consolidate to the side, I'm like, okay, right. Let me jump in while it's good. And man, I've been riding that thing the whole way up since then. So I don't know if anybody else was able to jump in or catch any of that BTT run, but it was definitely a good one. So the first, I'm not. We're gonna do the countdown first, right? What do y'all want to do for the viewers out there? Let me see who I got viewing. Let me see who I got checking in right now. For all my participants, all my viewers, all the people out there that's tuning in right now, what do y'all want to do? Y'all want to go through? Y'all want to go through the top 20 real quick, or y'all want me to do the news real quick? Let me know exactly what y'all want to do. I want to knock this out real quick. I got, like I said, I do got some early morning affairs that I got to attend to, but I did want to bring the information to the family. So I'm going to leave it up to the family. I want y'all to let me know exactly what y'all want to go through first. Let me see. We got Miss Tiffany checking in. Peace, power, and prosperity. Queen Grand Rising. Brother Hassan. Brother Kennedy. How we doing out there, family? How we doing out there? News. Okay, everybody wants the news first. Everybody wants the news. I bet that's a good thing though. So let's go ahead and knock this news out real quick then. All right, so the first one coming from CCN, and like I said, I'm gonna run through a lot of this real quick because I do got like 4 stories, and I want to knock this out in about 30 minutes. So the U.S. stock market has no room left to grow. Raymond James says investors should watch out. The 10-year Treasury note yield of the United States. In fact, this is the thing about these stories. All right, so what is a Treasury note? Remember, I preach to y'all about the instruments that y'all using all the time. These are just notes. They're actually made up entities that allow you to transact and handle commercial affairs, basically. They're earned fixed rate of interest every 6 months until maturity. What is the U.S.? Hold on. They're talking about the 10-year, right? So, all right, what is the 10-year U.S. Treasury note? The note, pay attention to this because this is the same thing. And I know I'm going to get deviated. This is the same thing that your currency is that you use in the public, meaning your Federal Reserve notes, your checks, all of that. These are, pay attention. So what is a 10-year Treasury note? The 10-year Treasury note is a debt obligation issued by the United States government with a maturity of 10 years upon initial issuance. So I'm not going to go so deep into it. It's a debt obligation. When you pull out your money, anybody who's got any Federal Reserve notes in their pocket right now, pull them out on the Federal Reserve note. It will tell you this is a note used to pay all debts, public and private. That's it. It's a debt note. It's a debtor's note. That's all what y'all call money is. It's not really constitutional money. The only thing that's constitutionally lawfully money is gold and silver. Now they're bringing in this thing crypto, which, man, I really don't like that they're starting the legislation is getting in and saying, look, we're going to label this money. I'm going to have a whole bill later on, so don't even worry about it. Anyways, the 10-year Treasury note yield of the United States has continuously dropped in a 3-month span since November of last year, the first time since 2015, which may be a sign as an indicator of uncertainty in the U.S. stock market. Now, let me stop right there and give you a little bit of background. We had a recession, a depression, a defunction, an economy crash back in, I know this word probably ain't making no sense. Economy crashed back in 2008. A lot of individuals don't know that we went into a recession. That's not a depression.
And when Obama came out with the stimulus package, if you know what a stimulus package is, it is an incentive given when there is the onset of a recession or you are in a recession. Because all they did was printed up more Federal Reserve notes, passed them out to everybody so that everyone could start doing more commercial transactions. What was going on was there was not enough money transactions going on. There was not enough money in the market. Also, there was some prime mortgages that bankers and big institutions bet on that ended up crashing out the bottom. So what one individual did was he came with a new instrument that he made that allowed him to short the market. If you never seen the movie The Big Short, you need to watch The Big Short. They drop a lot of jewels in that. Anyways, though, so what happened was they put all this extra money into the U.S. They gave everyone Federal Reserve notes to go out and do commercial transactions with free money, if you want to put it that way. And what happened? That boosted the market. That gave people more buying power. That's why you've seen the bull, when we had a 10-year bull run from 2008 to 2018. Y'all think that's because the economy was so good? No, they gave y'all a bunch of debtors notes to go out there and do a lot more transacting with. That's the only thing that boosted the economy. Since those notes really ain't backed by shit, now you're seeing the backlash of that. Let me get on to the story. I go way off in the left field. Anyways, since late 2018, bonds and stocks in year run have shown a similar trend of growth, which typically occurs when inflation, I just told y'all they gave y'all a bunch of Federal Reserve notes, and the Federal Reserve rate rises. The decline in the 10-year Treasury note yield, 10-year, and other types of government debt, Federal Reserve notes, suggests that investors may be losing confidence in the U.S. stock market despite the strong performance of the Dow Jones. Don't be fooled. Speaking to the Wall Street Journal, Raymond James fixed income capital markets head Kevin Geddes said that while a recession is unlikely to hit the U.S. market anytime soon, the trend of the stock market could easily reverse. The executive stated that there exists a clear discrepancy between the outlook on the U.S. economy by investors in the stock market and the bond market. You need to really figure out what a bond is also. There's obviously a separation between where the equity market sees the world. Let me get rid of that. Where it sees the world and where the bond market sees the world, two different things. You don't know what'll cause the next recession, but at the same time, you flip it to the other side and you don't see much that'll stimulate economic growth. This video they got right here, I actually watched this. He said that we could be in for a 20-year bear market. Encouraged by the patience of the Federal Reserve on maintaining its rate, progress in the U.S.-China trade talks, and the performance of key industries like the oil sector, the U.S. stock market has shown a high level of momentum in the past 2 months. But analysts remain uncertain on whether U.S. markets are initiating a proper midterm rally or simply showing an extended correction rally from its crash in late 2018. Last month, major Canadian investment firm Gluskin Sheff chief economist David Rosenberg firmly stated that the rally of the U.S. markets was triggered by technical factors over fundamental ones. Rosenberg suggests that a global recession could occur in the years to come as the most major markets, including the U.S., China, and Japan, show weakness. Art Hogan, a national holding chief market strategist, simply stated that until the U.S. and China trade talks come to a conclusion and a comprehensive trade deal is achieved, the U.S. market will not be able to make more progress from the current level. Make further gains from here, we have to get concrete evidence coming out of talks with China. And when you think about that, right, he says until these two entities get along, you're not going to see much progress from the U.S. What is that telling y'all? You got to really start looking at who money is owed to. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all what's really going on. Remember, they say they pay y'all money, y'all get paid to do your services. No, not really. I don't want to. Okay, so look, the United States. This is how much debt we're going in by the second. This is the U.S. national debt. Now we can go look at the world debt. You can use the USA, China, Japan, Germany, the UK, India. Everybody's in debt. Everybody's borrowed money from everybody else. This is just one big fuck session. Everybody owes everybody, and everybody, look who's at the top, though. When we talk about world power and all that, right, we owe the most. You get what I'm saying? Now, if we look at state debt, let's look at Illinois. GDP is up, in-state revenue, definitely. The debt right now, that's how fast the debt is going. This is how fast the spending is going. This is debt per citizen, all in capital letters. You got to understand what a U.S. citizen is within the writing of the 14th Amendment. Food stamp recipients This is your unemployed right here. This is your population of Illinois. So just something to think about, family. You got to start paying attention to world economics because it definitely has a direct effect on what goes on with you, whether you think it or not. All right, next story. Trade.io launches new funding method by credit cards for crypto traders. Now, this is very interesting for those of you that study credit. For those of you that study secure party, Brother Riley, you know what the credit account really is. You know where it's being pulled from. You know how it works with Social Security. So now, what I want people to really comprehend is that it's pretty much you're pulling from a trust. And that trust has an amount of credit in it. So, I mean, think about it. When you go to, let's just say you got a credit score of 750 or something, right? And you go to, we'll say, K Jewelers, and you get your credit ran. And they tell you, look, you got a credit balance, checks and balances. You have a credit balance of over $5,500. Even if they say $10,000. Where the fuck that $10,000 just come from? Y'all ain't never thought about that? Like all y'all, the average person only understands how we operate in the U.S. at a third grade level. Have y'all ever really thought, okay, so I have this number that's attached to this number that I go to this financial institute, they type the number in, and that financial institute now has given me a credit limit of 10,000 value U.S. that I pay off with debtor's notes. Y'all really, when we really operate in this world, in this U.S., in this reality that we live in, you really got to break shit down to how you really doing it. Think about it. The Federal Reserve note is just a debtor's note. When you go get that TV, 60-inch TV, you're giving him debtor's instruments. These are debt instruments. So you're not paying for it in reality. When you really like comprehend that in your brain, it fucks your head up like, damn, okay, so we're not paying for everything. What are we doing? You discharging the debt, or you're settling the debt with the debt instrument because the TV has already been paid for. While we in debt, everything over here has been paid for already. You're not paying for anything. So them allowing you to reach into that credit account or that trust account, that trust fund, or that trust, which is the definition of a person. You are a person. You do have a person. You being allowed to reach into that and leverage it or hedge it with digital assets. I'm telling you now, with them allowing this to happen, it's showing you that this is where not only the money, this is the future of checks and balances. Let me say that. Crypto exchange Trade.io has announced a partnership with the payment processor Simplex, the same company that did it with Binance. Look, people are falling in line. Enabling clients to purchase a range of Simplex. You know how many deals they probably broken? In fact, I'm gonna tell you right now, they're the hot man on the block right now. There's probably 1,000 cryptocurrency exchanges knocking down their door trying to get that contract in order to allow their exchange to let people to go ahead and dump into their credit accounts, they trust funds, and jag it off with crypto. You know what I mean? Not I'm not saying everyone's gonna jag it off, but when you really understand why credit was used, why credit was created, you really need to check out Corey P. Smith's book. Damn, what is it? Where my book at? It's on the ledge somewhere. But it really goes into how when you give somebody what they think is almost a free option, how frivolously they will spend it versus it actually being a physical asset in their hand, being i.e. money. You know what I mean? So you going into with a credit score of 750, whatever the case may be, and probably going into K Jewelers with maybe $1,000 trying to grab something, and then they run your credit and they're like, hey, you got a $10,000 limit, credit limit balance. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go crazy now because now you are able to spend. You're not able to physically see it, so you're able to now do a transaction and obtain something of material importance to you with you tapping into basically an imaginary account. But it's not, it's not imaginary, but y'all get what I mean? So them allowing you now to tap into that account and grab, digital assets with it. Like, y'all don't know how crazy this is. It's only crazy when you really understand how the system works, I guess. When you're looking at it from the outside in, it's just like a well-oiled machine. It's just like, oh, okay. It's just like when you do a credit card transaction. You really don't comprehend how a credit card, well, a lot of us do not comprehend how a credit card transaction really works. You got people that really think Federal Reserve notes or dollar bills, cash is being sent through a system somewhere to pay something off, and it's not. I mean, think of a bill when you get a bill from NICO or whatever, ComEd. You got to comprehend what a bill really is. They're giving you a balance that's to be paid. They've already reached into that trust because it's tied to your Social Security number and has already taken care of the obligation of that bill. They're letting you know this is what we took out of your account. So this is what you have to pay with your debt instrument in order to replace that which we took off. But you're not paying anything. You're just giving them a debt instrument. But anyways, Initially, the solution will support the purchase of BTC, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and USD or Euro. Management of Trade.io has also confirmed that more coins and currencies will be added for purchase at a large scale. This partnership with Simplex is a leading EU licensed payment service provider, provides a regulated and secure framework through which Trade.io's client base can easily and conveniently invest or trade in cryptocurrencies. With this move, Trade.io demonstrably provides its support. Demonstrably, I've never heard that word before. To investors of traditional financial instruments. Remember, instruments. You really got to start paying attention to the words we use. Who wish to access the cryptocurrency industry, an industry notorious for its high barriers of entry and complicated onboarding processes. So I'm gonna move right on to the next story because that's showing you right there that allowing you to tap into your credit account, right? So let me bring this story next. Now you have the United States crypto platform Hubby launching a fiat to crypto trading platform or ramp. But now not only are they allowing you to tap into your trust or into your credit with the use of your social security number, now now they're allowing you to take those debt instruments. So interestingly enough, right? When we really comprehend how the system works, if they're allowing you to use debt instruments in order to buy crypto digital assets, the digital assets themselves would already have to have been prepaid, correct? I'm wondering how this thing really works now, because as I'm reading this to y'all, I'm downloading a lot of information. You know what I mean? My master, working, catching things. That's got me thinking. Anyways, Hubby.com, the United States-based partner of Singapore headquartered crypto exchange Hubby, is launching the fiat to crypto trading services with the initial support for 3 United States dollar crypto trading pairs. The development was revealed in a press release shared with the Cointelegraph on February 5th. Hubby.com is operated by the HBUS, which launched as a strategic partner of the Hubby Group. Start paying attention to these groups too. A lot of these groups are just trust. They're holding the cryptocurrencies in the trust. This shit wicked. Operator of the flagship Hubby Global Crypto Exchange via a newly created San Francisco-based company, HBUS Holdco.Inc., which I can guarantee you is a trust. Hold on, let me see. Adoption of the Hubby brand name, blah, 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 blah. So basically, they're letting you know, look, we opened up the door for you to use debtors notes. That's basically what I want to get to y'all. This is what's going on. Remember, stop paying attention to price action and start paying attention to these coins, because that's what is the interest of these people. When they're allowing you to use your debt instruments, but they're like, look, we're going to hold custodial because we're lessening the risk of you. How are they lessening the risk? If you lose, if the value goes down, the value goes down. You can do the same exact thing that these instruments are having you pay them to do, or having you allow them to hold your crypto to do. Because what's the difference when you see an entity like, okay, look, you don't have to own the crypto. You can just trade in it. We'll actually hold the crypto and it lessens your risk. How? I can just sell it the same way that you're buying and selling through that platform. I can do the exact same thing with my own cryptocurrency and dump it off and then turn it back into fiat. What they're allowing you to do is use them debt instruments to trade back and forth. So you're only getting the value of the debt instrument. But okay, let me keep going. So you're only getting the value of the debt instrument. They're actually holding the cryptocurrency. The CBOE, the CME, when they was doing them future contracts, they kept the crypto. The only thing you were able to gain off of that were the Federal Reserve notes. But now what we have happening now is another futures, I believe, just came out, or options, and they said that they're actually paying out in Bitcoin. When I seen that happen, I already knew, like, man, if these companies is paying out in Bitcoin, that means they're paying out in a new currency. This is the thing you want to comprehend. When have you ever seen the United States corporation ever transact with anything other than a Federal Reserve note within its jurisdiction? I want people to tell me that. When have you ever seen the United States Corp allow you to do any type of transaction with anything outside of the basis of a Federal Reserve note, be it the digital transaction, which we've been doing since the 80s. Digital transactions are not new. We've been doing them since the 80s. The first, you need to check out what a metal card is and check out who Visa used to be before they merged and MasterCard. But yeah, I'm pretty much not even going to get into that. Crackin, another thing, they just, man, when y'all see that's what I was saying. So they want y'all paying attention to price action. You got to pay attention to the advancement of cryptocurrency and the technology and what's really going on in the system. That's what you really want to pay attention to. Dang, what was I going to do? Was I going to share this on another platform? What was I about? I was about to do something, but I forgot just that quickly. But anyways. So, yeah, that just threw me all the way off. Let me get on with the story. Cryptocurrency exchange service provider Crackin has officially acquired regulated futures trading startup Crypto Facilities in an undisclosed deal valued at least $100 million. Announced Monday that a 9-figure acquisition, the largest seen in the industry so far in 2019, will enable Crackin customers to trade spot as well as open positions, offering exposure to the future price movements of cryptocurrencies, all through a unified trading interface. So basically what they're saying is that instead of Crackin themselves going and trying to get certified to do futures trading and get all these type of regulated insecurities and, you know, go through the whole thing of paperwork and all that, they like, nah, hell no. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to buy a company that already has the rights to do it. It's almost like you're a store trying to get your liquor license and you're like, you know what? Instead of me, in essence, instead of me buying a store and trying to get a liquor license, let me just buy a store or invest in the store that already has the liquor license. That's basically what they did. They're like, well, look, we're not even going to try to get the say so to do future trading. Let's just buy this company. You know what I mean? Or invest in this company that already has the go ahead, the okay, and infuse them with us. So that's basically what you're seeing with this. Let me see. As such, Crackin CEO Jesse Powell framed the merger as one of the world massively accelerate his company's framed the merger as one that would massively accelerate his company's roadmap, enabling the San Francisco-based startup to sidestep years of effort to obtain the license and approvals necessary to offer a competing service in Europe. Founded in 2014, Crypto Facilities is registered with the United Kingdom Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, and the deal was approved by the regulator. The parties involved said, man, y'all don't understand the type of commercial transactions that's going back and forth in this system. $100 million, $100 billion moves. Like, it's amazing. In my opinion, it is anyways. But anyways, it goes on to say, in addition to offering cash settled futures trading for Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, Litecoin, and other trading pairs, Crypto Facility notably provides data to the CME CF Bitcoin reference rate and index created in collaboration with the CME, with the Chicago Mercantile Exchange Group, that powers the entity's, once again, pay attention to wordplay, United States futures offering, a relationship that will continue to follow the acquisition. Let me see. He told CoinDesk the deal brings out total developer team to over 100 and will accelerate Crypto Facilities by enabling us to add more assets. When he says developer team, that's the board of trustees. He got over. Cause look, it's only, think about it. You got these big ass exchanges and these big companies dealing with hundreds of millions, hundreds of billions of dollars, and they only got a workforce of 50 people, 100 people. We plan to launch more contracts in the medium term, and Crackin also has plans to launch more assets. Contracts and assets, family. That's all that matters. Contracts, assets, public, private. Moving right along to the next story because I got to be quick. It's already 9:09. Gold-backed cryptocurrency launched by Iranian banks. And I'm already in my 30 minutes. I should have been done already. A gold-backed cryptocurrency called Paymon has reportedly been launched in Iran. Pay attention, family. Pay attention to what's going on out here. Hold on, let me turn that down. There we go. According to Financial Tribune for Iranian banks, Bank Melli Iran, Bank Pasagad, and Persian Bank have partnered with blockchain startup Kuknos company for the project. Aimed for use in tokenizing the bank's assets and properties, a billion Paymon will initially be issued. The report, I'm telling y'all, they printing fucking money right now, man. I don't know how many more times I got to say this. We are in an era where individuals, which an individual is a person, which a person is an industry, trust, partnership. I mean, not industry, corporation, trust, partnership, association, yada, 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 yada. They're printing their own money, man. This country, for instance, has just created a cryptocurrency that's backed by its gold. We don't need fiat. And a lot of these companies or countries are doing this because they're trying to escape U.S. sanctions. So just pay attention to that. We're going to go right over here into the countdown, family. Only got about 10, 15 more minutes. So we're going to run through this countdown fairly quick. I want to thank everyone that did tune in for the early rising show of Coffee and Crypto with the Bitcoin Block Bully too. So let's see. Coming in right now, we got a circulating supply of $964,223,640. We got a 24-hour volume of $7,412,170,794. We have a 24-hour We got a 24-hour, excuse me. Coming in number 1, we got Big Bang Hank Bitcoin trading at $3,492, up 0.2% within the last 24. Coming in number 2, we got Ripple trading at 30 cents, up 0.9% within the last 24 hours. No, excuse me, down in the negative 0.9% within the last 24 hours. Coming in number 3, we got Ethereum trading at $110, down 0.2% within the last 24. Coming in number 4, we got EOS trading at $2.39, down 0.6% within the last 24 hours. Coming in number 5, we got Bitcoin Cash trading at $117, down 0.9% within the last 24. And I know people are like, man, dude, speaking kind of fast. I don't know if y'all seen the clip that I shared from one of my old school Chicago groups I used to listen to, Triple Darkness, Brother Direct, and how fast he was rapping. That's how all Chicago music used to be back in the day. It used to be a tongue-twisted city when it came to the music. And Twister was the top one, but all music used to sound like that. So me being raised on that music, I started talking fast. And I used to be around a bunch of slick talkers or fast talkers. So it just rubbed off on me. Anyways, it definitely helps when you're trying to rush through something. But coming in at number 5, we got Bitcoin Cash trading at $117, down 0.9% within the last 24 hours. Coming in at number 6, you got USDT, United States Dollar Tether, which is a cryptocurrency equivalent to the United States dollar. Right now, it's trading at $1.01, and it's up 0.3% within the last 24, up 0.1% within the last hour. Up 0.3% within the last 24. Coming in at number 7, we got Litecoin trading at $33.80, down 0.2% within the last 24. Coming in at number 8, we got Tron trading at 2 cents, down 1.05% within the last 24. Coming in at number 9, we have Stellar Lumens trading at 7 cents. Wow, down 3% within the last 24 hours. Coming in at number 10, we got Bitcoin SV trading at $66.07, down 1.2% within the last 24 hours. Coming in at number 11, we got Cardano trading at 3 cents. Down 0.9% within the last 24. Coming in at number 12, we got Binance Coin trading at $7.14, down 0.1% within the last 24. Coming in at number 13, we got Monero trading at $43.58, up 0.2% within the last 24 hours. Up 2.1% within the last 24 hours. Monero seeing a nice amount of gains within the last 24. Out of the top, what's that? Top 13 so far. He's the first one with gains. Coming in at number 14, we got IOTA, other than Tether, trading at 25 cents, down 0.3% within the last 24. Coming in at number 15. Coming in number 15, we got Dash. Brother Peter Falcon. How we doing out there, my brother? Grand Rising. How we doing? Long time, my friend. Coming in number 14, we got IOTA trading at, we did that. Coming in number 15, we got Dash trading at $68.75. It is currently up 2 points. Look at this. I'm going to tell y'all something. Pay attention. The top 2 coins in the whole top 20 coin market cap that are up are the 2 privacy tokens. Pay attention to that. The top 2 coins, it's little stuff like that you really got to pay attention to. And they're up 2%. Everything on here is down. But you got these 2 privacy coins that are both up 2%. Attention. Coming in at number 16, we got Neo trading at $7.10. Right now, it's down 0.4% within the last 24. Coming in at number 17, we got Ethereum Classic trading at $3.98, down 0.8% within the last 24 hours. Coming in at number 8, we got Neem trading at 3 cents, down 2.5% within the last hour. Coming in at number 19, you got USD Coin trading at $1.03, which is another stable currency that's supposed to be backed by the United States dollar. It's up 0.02% within the last 24. And coming in last but not least, we got Maker, which is trading at $399. For a loss of 5% within the last 24. Look at that. Did y'all see what just happened? Maker just knocked USD Coin out of the way, meaning its market cap just pushed up. Meaning we just went from $399 to $407, and we just increased within the last hour, 2%. So you see Monero taking 24 hours to make an increase of 2%. Maker just did it in 2 hours. In 1 hour. In your face, you just jumped from $399 to $407. So think about it. Think of an institute that's got over $100,000 and they bought X amount shares of Maker. We just had a jump like that. That was beautiful. Beautiful. USD just came and knocked it right back out. So what you're seeing right now is the battle of the market caps. Who has the most market cap? USD has $296,509,767. Maker has $296,020,681. So they'll probably be going back and forth throughout the day. Family, do we have any questions so far? Any questions on anything? I don't have time to do any type of charting today. Let's see. We can take a look at the biggest gainers, though. We got HTML coin. Once again, for anyone tuning in, look at this. HTML coin up 848% within the last 24 hours. You're not seeing the stock market do this. You're not. 24 hours. And it's only trading at $36. 24-hour volume. But basically, this is what you don't want to get caught up by. because people will see this and be like, wow, but you can do this with something that doesn't have a lot of liquidity in it. You understand what I mean? Think of it like this. If there's an asset on the market right now that's only going for $1 and there's no volume in it, I can easily come and pump it up to $50 and it's going to tell you it's up X amount percent, 500% or whatever the case may be. But there's no money to be made. It's just up. That's it. But coming in second, you got Metaverse ET up 17.5% with a 24-hour volume of 6.3 million. Look at this on the list. You got PundyX up 17% and growing. Then you got Theta, Holo, which is hot on Binance, Economy, and which are all ranging from upwards of 3% to 9%, respectfully. Let me see. So I don't think we got any questions. Nope. With that being said, fam, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Like I said, I do got a lot to handle today. I will try to come back for a midday show. Also, be on the lookout for the live show coming from me and brother D Duncan, the head honcho, the ambassador for the U.S. of the PundyX XPOS company and platform and system. So be on the lookout for that, family. Until the next video, until the next podcast, I want to thank everyone that tuned in, was able to listen in, or able to see this. And this will be uploaded to the YouTube channel for those who wish to go to YouTube and check it out. Until the next video, until the next podcast, this is the Mayor of Chicago Crypto Hustler, Bitcoin Block Bully. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, I want to make sure. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure I was on the right thing. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. I am out of here.